At this stage, many of our members had taken precautionary action regarding stock levels, and certainly there's been no immediate dramatic effect as a result of the action that some drivers took yesterday. And certainly the numbers that this fringe group of drivers predicted would be going on strike and causing trouble with regard to blockades haven't manifested, and we can simply hope that the numbers that they had predicted simply don't come to fruition.
Should this action go on for some time, though, are you expecting some kind of impact?
Should the action go on for some time, and should the action gain any sort of momentum with any real substantial numbers, certainly there could be impact in regions across Queensland and Australia, and you would start to see after towards a week stock levels deplete. But we're not looking down the barrel of that at this stage. I think these people that are taking this action have proven very clearly yesterday that they are indeed a fringe group. They do not control the numbers of truck drivers that they thought they did, and that most truck drivers are sensible people who would rather remain around the negotiation table with the government and get solid outcomes rather than holding people to ransom.
As an association which represents sort of independent retailers and many smaller businesses, do you have some sympathy for the concerns and the issues that the truck drivers are facing?
Oh, we've got a lot of sympathy for the issues that are faced by the drivers, but the way they're going about this is simply not on, and they have taken some very, very bad advice in trying to hold consumers and retailers to ransom. Industrial terrorism is not the way to go if you want to get the sympathy and the outcomes. We would have far preferred to work with the drivers as an industry sector, and had they picked up the phone and come to me, we could have gone to government as a supply chain representative group in the retail sector. They didn't do that. They've chosen to be antagonistic about it, and I think they'll have lost a lot of fans, and if they continue with this action, they will simply cruel the reputation of their fellow drivers, and nobody wants to see that.
So what needs to happen now? Who needs to sit down at the table and who needs to make the first move?
Oh, look, the government really has let this get out of control. At the end of the day, this is all about regulations and all about logbook fines and the like. And these drivers are doing it tough, just like all people in business and the community are doing it tough with regard to petrol pricing and cost of living expenses, etc. They're not on an island. Everyone is feeling it. But to basically take this sort of action is unwarranted. But certainly the government needs to take a lot of responsibility for not getting it right. And we're talking both state and federal governments, because the legislation and rules that they're affected by as interstate drivers cross state borders, and many are controlled by the federal government. So, the federal and state governments need to get very, very serious about this and actually get some resolutions so that we don't see this sort of desperation being enacted on Australian roads.